Hey guys, welcome to RENDER.CAMP. My name is Daniel, and today we're gonna get this amazing picture in Corona plus 3ds Max in a next 1 point something hour. So at the end we'll get exactly this picture, but the most important, I'm gonna show you method how to create any picture in any style you want by your hands without any presets, using only your brain and your feeling of design, feeling of picture, etc, etc. Okay, let's get started. Point number one, you have to follow workflow. Discovery first, that is the moment where you explore everything about the project. Number two, that is scene setup. That is the part where you collect all the assets, 3D assets, and place them into the proper positions. Number three, that is general fitting. Number four, that is shaders. Number five, that is post-production. Maybe number six if you have animation. Okay, you can move to the next step only when you finish previews. If you don't, you have to keep working on the previous one. I already have seen, you can download it in the description below, you'll find the link. So feel free to practice. All the textures you have to download yourself because this is something you have to download yourself. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, references. Yes, guys, we work with references, and every single time when you work with any project, you have to use references. If you can't reach this quality, in most cases, that means you need more practice with references. Sometimes I hear that some guys don't like that idea. They think designers or 3D artists have to know some tools which can guarantee amazing result based on technical solutions like number settings, slots, something like this. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Why? Because nice looking picture is different for everyone. For you, for your client, for your friend, for your teammate, never mind, but these words, beautiful looking or realistically looking picture, is different. And you may think like, oh, realistic, that's more or less stable phrase and everyone understands it in the same way. No, because for someone, realistic looking picture, that means like a cinematic effect with a backlit, with the long shadows, with a golden hour light, with something like that. For someone, this is a shot, for example, on the cell phone in the dark corner. That's fine. That could be okay for someone. So you have to define even for yourself, what does it mean realistic, what does it mean nice, and put it to some picture. And that might be not so easy, because please, this is the exercise for you. Go to the local project, ArcDaily, Design, any other website, and find the picture which describe your visual style. What you prefer to work with, what you want to put to your portfolio and say that is the best picture I want to work with all my life. And honestly, that is difficult to do, because when we talk about the pictures, we use different words, and these different words, it's difficult to convert to exact picture. That's why we have to search for the references and work with them, and search them not only before the project start. We have to search references in and upload something into our visual experience every single day. That is the way to train our visual experience. That is extremely important. Okay. For example, you found this reference, and yes, we're gonna work today with reference only. This is my reference. Yeah, what I'm gonna take from this reference? Overall design, mood, and actually this reference gonna teach me a lot to make amazing pictures. And if I wanna get that emotion into my project next, I can practice with this reference first, spend, let's say, 3 hours in total to understand how to get that emotion, and then bring the knowledge I've got with this reference to my project. That's how it works. So training before competition. I can show you a little different example. For example, you want to play piano, and please answer, can you start play piano creating or designing your own music harmony? No, you can't. The same with the colors, the same with composition, the same with tone mapping, with light and shadow composition, completely the same. In the first grade in a music school, you're definitely gonna play somebody's songs, and not so difficult. And on the second, third, etc., to practice. Of course, during that progress, you can try to play your own songs, but you gonna play your songs based on knowledge you got playing somebody's songs. Why? Because somebody's songs gonna explain you harmony, rhythm, the same with the picture, color theory, typical composition, light and shadow composition, and you definitely going to explore your visual style, like the style you like to work. That's why references is extremely important, especially if you don't reach a level you want to reach yet. Okay? So if your pictures looks not like the picture I showed you, like this, please work with references. And if you need somebody's professional support in this process, of course, you can always join professional visualization course from RENDER.CAMP. I'll teach you there and I'll guide you there personally, because this is live course. This is not something pre-recorded or something. Anyway, today we're gonna work with this beautiful picture, and I already prepared scene. You can find the link in the description below. So this is the scene. It's completely clean, just a model, and already optimized. Optimized means here's all the layers and all the elements in their position. So this is finished, discovery, and scene setup stage. Okay, we're gonna work with general filling, shaders, and post-production. The most interesting and the most tasty part of visualization. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we have to get lighting. Lighting, this is HDRI. Usually I use this map as a starting point. 4K HDR download. I'm gonna download it to the desktop. I have it here. After that, I'm ready to jump to my scene. Let me open Render Setup. I'm gonna switch to FStorm and go back to Corona to reset all the settings and start from the scratch. I have to open my material editor and let me switch to single map, Corona bitmap, this HDRI map. Cool. I'm going to put it here. Usually I add color correction. I'm not sure I need it, but anyway. Maybe some saturation or hue shift. Sometimes I use it. And I'm going to put it over here again. Okay, and I think I'm ready to start work with overall lighting. I have to increase exposure, but of course here I have curtains. So I have to hide them and get like overall a level of exposure of the scene. Now is the dramatically important moment. We have to catch three things. Overall light and shadow composition means balance between light and shadow. Number two, overall color of the scene. Number three, overall level of reflection. Exactly in this order. Let's get started. I'm gonna open my render settings. I'm gonna create new Corona physical material. Exactly physical, because here we have roughness and we have possibility to work with clay coat. It's really good one. I have to apply it, yeah. Okay, cool. So that is new shader, and I have to set overall level of contrast, yeah. So I can make it a little darker here and increase exposure again to get darker shadows. Please be accurate with that, but you have to set overall level of contrast of your picture first. Then you have to add some color. And yeah, guys, please do not follow my numbers. Follow the final result I've got in the picture, because you might use different version of Corona render, even maybe not Corona. It's not important. I'm not talking about render engine. I'm talking about picture we've got at the end. If you like your light and shadow intensity or shadows intensity, it's good. If not, make shader darker, increase your exposure. That is the way to make it more contrast. And please do not use tone mapping as long as you can. This is just additional improvements, like a final point, not the core of your picture, definitely. I think it's fine. I have to add some color to get overall emotion of the picture. If you want to get a light or white interior, you can set less. If you want to make wooden shader, you have to make more. I don't want to make more right now because saturation, this is an extremely difficult thing. It's like a loud sound. If you've got too much saturation, your eyes used to see it, and later it would be difficult to recognize details in the colors. So please do not oversaturate your picture, and having reference, you always can set overall saturation level and work with a proper level of saturation of your picture till the end of the work. Okay, cool. So let me add a little more. Of course, I need a little more. Okay. And that would be not bad looking first step of the general feeling. Of course, your next steps should separate elements of your picture. I mean, of course, ceiling has to be whiter, but that area has to be more saturated. Yeah, so it doesn't mean you have to make just a ceiling light and all the rest is fine. No, this is a common color. You have to move one to the lighter side. Second part, you have to move to the something. In my case, more saturated side. This is just an overall color. After that, we have to set overall level of reflection. Yes, we can get more, I say, dry interiors and more wet. Let's say wet or waxed interiors. And you may say, but Daniel, in one interior we can have like a different shaders. Yes, but this is overall emotion of the picture. In most cases, picture has to be cohesive. And if you have some overall level of reflection of the picture, it would be like more or less similar everywhere. I mean, similar emotion. Okay, anyway, I want to keep it more or less like that. It's quite fine, maybe a little higher exposure. Yeah, it's cool. So that is first shader. Let's duplicate it. And here I'm going to make second layer. Yeah, horizontal line. Let me select all, apply it again. The same. Why? I want to keep original shader and all the rest stages. Let me duplicate this one and I'm going to apply it to the ceiling. Of course, I have to make it separately lighter and saturated. Please don't use that area. Don't use that area. Only this block. Yeah, because in this block, you can manage your scene, manage your colors. You can know what exactly you're doing here, because over here you work with color, tone, and saturation at the same time. It's extremely difficult and okay, it's impossible to manage what exactly you're doing at the moment. So I've got way lighter ceiling, yeah, little lighter, little less saturation. And that's exactly what we're gonna get. I can get back to the main shader, and honestly, I want to make it. I have to be really careful with saturation level. Okay. At the end of this part, I have to get perfect general feeling of the picture. Okay, now it's good. And we always have to move from something big to something small. So big area first, then smaller area, smaller till the last small elements. So next one is floor, I think. Let me apply it there. I think it has to be a little lighter, a little less saturative, and glossiness has to be a little higher. Then over here we have curtain, so I have to apply something to the curtain. Here I have white shader, so I can use it as a basic shader. So I have to apply this shader. I have to turn on synth shell. I have to add, oh, I'm sorry, that is anisotropy. I have to add translucency, more or less like 0.2. And in most cases, I'm going to duplicate this shader color, copy. It's okay. And after that, I have to go to object properties and take off or tick off receive shadows and cast shadows. Okay, and after that, I'll get the same lighting I've got before, but with visible curtains with a more or less nice looking surfaces. Okay, so that's clear. I'm ready to continue work with reflections on the floor because over here I'll get less visible reflection. Okay. Not so high, but I need something like this, yeah? It's fine. Okay, after that, I think I have to add black color over here because it's quite intense visible. Let me add it. And the color shouldn't be desaturated, completely desaturated. It has to be darker, but not black, maybe even more, because it should be part of composition. Because if you're gonna desaturate it at all, it would be like an alien here. Yeah, it has to be part of overall picture. Maybe that is a little too much, huh? Like that, it's fine. Okay, next to it we have some small element. We just can immediately make it like finish that block. I think it has to be lighter, just a little. Yeah, quite fine. Okay, after that, the next level, next size of element is couch and the carpet here. So let me duplicate it. And I think it has to be a little more green, but not green exactly, but a little more green. Let's make a few steps this direction. Of course, less saturation, maybe a little darker. Maybe that is a little bit too much, 32. Yeah, I think 32 is fine. Okay. And then I have to add something over here. It has to be a little lighter, but brighter, but more saturated, I think. Oh, let's say lighter. More saturated, even lighter. Like that, I think. And reflection level, of course, a little higher. Okay, I think tabletop has to be more or less the same. Maybe even more white. No, it stopped to be part of composition, so I have to add it. Yeah. Cool. Next to it, we're gonna have a mixer. As you can see, I'm duplicate the previous shader to keep my picture cohesive. Oh, first of all, I have to switch to metal. I have to make roughness level a little lower. No, that is not enough. And the color is too much, so yeah. I want to make it a little lower here, and I think roughness has to be too dark, a little brighter. Okay, I think now it's not bad, definitely. And after that, I want to add some whiter shader to the speakers. Not white, but whiter. It shouldn't be like completely white. It's not important how it looks in reality. It has to be part of composition. We're not creating reality. We're creating amazing picture. It has to looks like realistic, like real place, but there is no any exact numbers we can use to get realism. Okay, so it's good. Honestly, for the balance, I think my couch has to be lighter and the black fireplace has to be a little darker. Yeah, because this element has to be lighter than background. Yeah, so I switched the heavy of the elements. Yeah, now it's lighter here and darker here and heavier there. Okay, so this is let's say final point for the general feeling of this picture, isn't it? No, super last thing of the general feeling is the optic. What is optic? This is depth of field, bloom and glare, motion blur, vignette, and other optic effects. So first of all, we have to add some little tiny touch of vignette, not too much. Don't make it like this, of course not, but it has to be just a little, because that is part of reality and it has to be here. Yeah? Just like that, not too much, maybe even less. Okay, after that we have to add bloom and glare, because that is the reality. Glare intensity and bloom intensity has to be way lower, of course, in most cases, like that, but all depend on the picture. But anyway, it has to be to get soft picture. And in most cases we have to turn on sharpen blur, but actually we need it for the final picture. For now it's not visible, we just have to turn it on and do not adjust it anyhow. Final render, you're gonna render in a 5K, and in 5K it's gonna give you amazing result without any adjustments. Together with this you can add a denoiser, Corona high quality. I use exactly high quality because I don't want to adjust my picture with denoiser. If I need to get brighter picture, I'm easily able to do that on the post-production. I know some NVIDIA AI denoiser can make my picture a little nicer at the end, but I don't want to make it nicer automatically. I want to manage my process. I want to control everything. Okay, so now it's good. And now if you need and if you want, you can add some filmic mapping, but honestly, I like my picture now, so I'll add it later on the final step. So that's all. Please, guys, do not forget to save your scene all the time, and do not cancel your auto back. It can save your life. Okay, so we have to move from something big, from something small in shaders. So floor, walls, couch, island, carpet, 5 shaders, and everything ready. We spent less than 30 minutes for all the picture steps, including my explanation, which takes approximately 10 minutes in the beginning. So general feeling 20 minutes with all explanation. Yeah, honestly, you can do it in a 7 minutes if you'll do it your own easily. So it's a really quick process, and that's why this method exists, to make your process better, faster, quicker. So this is your picture. You can save this picture and keep your overall emotion of the picture till the end of the work. That is important. Okay, so I really like this picture. Let's move to the shaders. Building. Oops. Building. Cool. Materials. And I have to take the shader I plan to work with, duplicate it. That is important. Remove original one because I don't need it here. And I have to add it to the floor. Okay, cool. First texture in the shader has to be roughness or reflection or glossiness. Never mind, but that should be this. I found really good texture over here. Here's a lot of textures. And as I remember, I took this one, but I'm not sure about it. Oh, no. I think this. Yeah, I think this one. This is amazing shader with amazing textures. I don't use the shader, I use exactly textures. I already downloaded it. I have it on my desktop over there. You can copy the number of the texture. Let me show to you. Yeah, and copy it. Garage floor 1. So that is exactly the same. Cool. So let me add it there. I can copy the path, base roughness, general. I usually add output here, over there. Yeah, and after that, Corona bitmap and roughness. Cool. I think I have to add there some point. So I have to keep the same color, like overall emotion of the surface, but it has to be more detailed. Oh, I think I forgot to have mapping. Oh, I have there something, but I want to create new one, or I want to get new one. Yeah. Let's say 3 meters. 3 meters. Cool. Different position. Okay. And to get rid of tiling, I can just twist it a little and everything would be fine. Okay. Here's my render. And I have to find the point or the position where it gives me some... Oh, do you see that? We've got some imperfections. That's exactly more or less something I want to get. You can play with this. You can make it a little more contrast. Okay. And please, guys, remember, always in 100% mix your textures with color. Color or numbers in this case, yeah, numbers over here, mix it. In this case, you'll get softer surfaces. Softer surfaces always means more cohesive and natural looking shader at the end. That is extremely important. Okay, so this is the reflection, but the color should be different. Yeah, we have additional texture over here, but it's too dark. Of course, we can try to make it lighter, but honestly, that's gonna be not enough. Maps, general, color correction, cool. I can show it to you, but you can imagine, yeah? It's going to be dark immediately, and unfortunately, we can't just make it lighter. So it's not enough. It's gray, yeah, it looks nice, but gray. Okay, so for that, to get their color, we have to add map called composite and add there some color. Copy. Cool. Additional color. Layer. Corona. Corona color. Paste. We have to go there, color, and yep, we're gonna get it. Let me delete this, and I think I'll render some part. It would be just easier to recognize the final color correction. And yes, diffuse color, I'm gonna mix with the overall color also. 80%, yeah. Oh, I forgot. I wanna mix it over here also. Let's say 70 or even 60, because I don't wanna overlay all the color details of the picture. It has to be just a part of it. Okay, so it's nice, but I want to make it more saturative and brighter. Let's say 1 point something, 1.2 or 1.3, I think. Not bad, but definitely more saturative. Actually not bad, but something wrong, like 0.35, maybe too green. Maybe it has to be a little more yellow, no? Let's say -2. More saturation. Okay. Because it should be the same color as here, but with some detailization. Oh, it looks nice. Let's say 45. Not bad. And I'm gonna mix it with color. And yes, I do not add here any bump. Bump gonna kill the shader, gonna turn it to absolutely not realistic. So do not use it too much. Like plants, sometimes fabric, but not in this case because it's too far. Maybe some bricks on the wall. Okay, let's move to the bricks on the wall exactly, so we'll see it. Let me close it. Let me stop the render. Let me save my scene. That is extremely important. Please, guys, do not forget to do that. And let's take this shader. And I'm gonna start with a base roughness also. Corona, bitmap. Here I have textures. And actually, I want to tell you the knowing of assets is extremely important in a work in 3D. I took this asset in the extremely old library called Archviz Textures. I've got it, I don't know, almost 20 years ago, I think. Desktop, PC, I want to show you full collection. NAS, textures, Archviz textures over here, edition 1, and this is catalog. I'm not sure how old is it, but Archviz, I think that is just the date where they established the company, but anyway, it's quite old and definitely maybe 10 years old collection, maybe more. I have no idea, but it's really old. But anyway, these textures still really good. I can show it to you over here. Open. Yeah, so that is quite good quality. Even while I'm zooming, it's quite good. So let me work with this. Here we have a specular and G glossiness. This is just a map for roughness, for glossiness, never mind. Yeah, and we have to apply it to the... Oh, I accidentally applied to the floor. That's a mistake, of course. Okay, I have to go to the walls, select them, and apply this shader. Am I duplicated? No, that's bad. So I have to remove that, duplicate it, delete it, base roughness, and apply to the walls. In this case, I'll get clean and new shaders here, yeah, and there I'll use exactly maps I plan to use in the render. Okay, so I've got something. Here is no any adjustments, but this is glossiness. Glossiness, and here we use roughness. What is the difference? Glossiness, this is inverted roughness. In fact, that is the same, but we have to invert it. So I have to go to the any tool of color correction, color correct, output, never mind what exactly, but here we have invert. Yeah, and we'll get inverted map. Actually, it looks good, and honestly, I want to mix it with roughness here, like 50%. It's quite fine because this is the wall. It shouldn't be glossy. It has to be just something, hint of reflection. Okay, cool. After that, I have to add bump. This is exactly a place where we have to have it because that is visible, extremely intensely visible in the high resolution render. And bricks, that is B, means bump. And base bump. Base bump 1 is quite strong in Corona render, and I think it's fine. The most important here at that point, that is mapping, but come on, here is just a box mapping with the 4 elements of the wall. The most important thing is align the physical element, I mean physical geometry, and the line we have on the texture. That's all. Okay, it looks good. And at the end of this, I have to mix it with texture. I mean, diffuse texture. Of course, let me select the texture. Obviously, I have to use just a tiny touch of it, maybe, I don't know, 10, 15, 20%, like that. Looks good, but I think I have to make it a little more saturated, yeah? Change color correction. I want to get it more intense because that is one of the most important visible surfaces. So I have to get it more active in the scene. Yeah, and if that is not enough, of course I can also make my main color more intense a little bit. Okay, so now it looks good, and like it looks good not independently. It looks good in the overall composition. That is the most important thing. Okay, I like the shader. I don't need to do anything else. Stop render. Save scene. Always, guys, you have to not forget that. Okay, the next important size of the picture, important surface with a big size, that is couch. So let's create new folder, furniture. Okay, furniture. Here we have the shader. As you can see, we not inventing anything. We already have general feeling, and that's why we're moving fast. I know this is just a 40 minutes path, and let's say 30 minutes since we start work with picture from the model. With all my explanation, 30 minutes just. Without it, it might be, I don't know, 15, 20. So technically, it's a quick work. We just have to know what to do, because if you work with your scene more than one day, you're wasting your time somewhere. You don't have a workflow and you doing something wrong. Just know that. Okay. So as I understand, I have to duplicate it, remove that, and apply it again. Okay, base color. I'm gonna start with the color because I don't have any reflection here, and I don't need to have bump for this distance. We are too far from the couch to have bump. So that's why it's not something we need. General, Corona bitmap, and I'm gonna upload this texture. I wanna show where I got it. I've got it in the Ambient CG website. This is free website. You can download it completely for free, and you can donate this website for their work. This is not an advertisement. Actually, nothing is advertisement in this video. Nobody pay me for these advices. Okay, so I have to apply it to the couch, but I have to check the size on the surface. It's definitely too big, so I have to make it twice or 3 times smaller. Okay, it's good. Let me start render, and I have to adjust this color to the color I had. So let me add some color correction, keyboard map. Okay, I think I have to add a lot of saturation. Not bad. Maybe a little less and it would be really good. Maybe a little more yellow, yeah? And a little lighter. That is too much. Let's say 4. Advanced. We advanced users 1.2. Okay. Anyway, we have to add some fall off here to get a little lighter surface over there and a little brighter a little darker here and a little brighter here. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that. Okay, so this one has to be a little lighter, maybe like 1.2, and this one like 0.9 or 1. Let me start with 1. Not bad, honestly. Let me try to make it a little lighter here, like 1.4 maybe. We already have that effect, as you can see, yeah? No, that is too much. We shouldn't overdo any shader. It should be just a accurate hint on something. Mixed with texture, yeah, it's always there. Okay, so it looks nice. We shouldn't do any difficult things. I hate that idea, like playing on your nerves when guys saying how to create difficult shaders. How to create nice final result, the question is. Not the difficult shader. Difficult shader, this is just a marketing. The question is the final picture beautiful or not? Only question. If the answer yes, proud of you. If the answer no for any reason, this advice was bad. Okay, honestly, I want to make it a little lighter. Just a little. Okay, furniture. Then I have to work with the next smaller element. Next smaller element is kitchen island. So let's get started. I have to stop render, save my scene. Here I have the mapping, but I think I have to show it again. Mapping, just flat planar mapping, and how to unwrap the geometry. I'm going to convert it to editable poly, unwrap, open UV editor, top polygon, bottom polygon with control. I'm hitting control right now and hit this button. Automatically I'll select the edge of this polygon, right mouse button, break. That's all. Then I have to double click over here and for example over there, yeah, right mouse button, break. So this is the breaks for these surfaces. Control A and this button. Automatically I'll get unwrap. It's extremely easy. The guys who tell you unwrap is difficult, like unless you don't wanna learn difficult unwrap. Come on, unwrap is not difficult. Maybe they're too stupid to learn it. It's easy. But yes, that is professional tool, and you are professional. Guys, please learn. Dedicate some, I don't know, a few hours to learn unwrap. It's easy. It's really easy. Yes, that is not as easy as, I don't know, do nothing on the backyard, but it's nothing difficult. It's the same as modeling, I don't know, the same level of difficulty. Okay, cool. Anyway, I have to make it a little bigger. Okay, not little, way bigger. And I think I have to create some basic material with some basic texture, and I've got it also. Let's start with the base roughness, because we have to start with reflection, obviously, as I already told you. Oh, here we have no special map. And yeah, I took it on the textures comp. The textures comp, this is the name of it. I can try to find it here, but yeah, I don't think that is something dramatically important. You can find yourself. Marble. Maybe this one, I think. I think this one. Yeah, that is this texture. Maybe this one. Actually, never mind, guys. This is just a texture. Cool. Let me apply it to the surface. It's good. I think it's too small, no? But no. And as you can see here, we have 45 degrees, so I have to twist it over here. And approximately 45 degrees or something. Yeah. Because it should be, in theory, it should be like a natural stone, so it's not perfectly aligned with something. This is just a natural stone. Okay, and I have to desaturate it here. So color correction, keep all map, submap, hit the color correction, desaturate. Okay, after that I have to apply here output. Cool. Enable color map, because as you can see, I'm adding everywhere the same. Why? Because of the method. If you learn how to work with this method, you'll be able to create pictures quickly. If you can create pictures quickly, means you can get more money. Obviously, come on, guys. And of course, the quality. Yeah, if you work with some workflow, you practice the same workflow all the time, and that means you become better and better and better and better. As you can see, we have there some detalization. It looks really nice. I don't want to change anything because it's already looks nice. It's enough. I would say it's a little bit brighter than it has to be. Yeah, too bright. Okay, now it's more natural. And let me duplicate this. I have to apply it to the maybe that is not the best texture, but we have to know how to act even with a not best texture. Yeah, because clients sometimes send us some shit. Okay, so let me mix. No, maybe that is too much. 80 here, and let's try 50 here. I think here I need to use a little less, like 50 also. Okay, you can take different texture. It's not something dramatically important. It's going to be more similar to the... Oh, it's a little better. Okay, so looks really good. It looks really good. Then I have to work with the carpet. Yeah, and here I have small texture of the rock. Actually, I want to show you where I got it, and then I'll show you how to work with this surface. So, yeah, let's work with carpet. I'm going to take this texture. It looks like I forgot to save my scene. I have to. And honestly, time to time, I have to stop this render. I don't know why, but in my computer, maybe yours not, but in my computer overload maybe RAM, and I honestly feel the improvements in quicker work where I stop render and start it again time to time. I don't know why. Maybe this is placebo. Okay, so I have to apply texture, and this carpet has existing maps I've got from some stock of the models. This is not something I made, so I just need some round circle carpet. Yeah, so Corona normal over here, because the texture has normal map, or this model has it. Okay, yeah, here we have usual a normal map issue. We have to add map to input, and we will get the lines here, which is also good. Here, base color, general Corona bitmap. This map, I have to adjust overall color, and I'm gonna get a few stripes here with this mask, but I'll show you a little later. Color correction. Actually, that is the obvious answer why we always have to adjust original shaders from the models. It's impossible to keep original Okay, I think it's not bad, maybe a little brighter. Okay, not bad. And over here, I have composite, coupled map. Additional one. Let me duplicate color correction. Put it to the layer 2. And to the layer mask. I have to add mask. I draw in the Photoshop, just manually, black and white, something with a usual brush, nothing difficult. Okay, so using this mask, I am able to make one of them something. I'm not sure what exactly I have to do, like 0.8. I suppose it's going to be. So I have to switch them. And honestly, I don't like this color. It's too green, and I want to keep it to the overall color composition. So let me make it more yellow, and maybe this one also. Okay, so let's say 1515. Not bad, maybe 0.95. No, 0.9. I think that would be. Okay, so I really like it. I like the balance. Only one thing, maybe my couch has to be a little bit lighter. No? Overall balance is here, so I'm always able to adjust it a little. Advanced. 1 hour, guys. 15 minutes. With all my explanation. Yeah, it's more accurate, as you can see. It's on the right place right now. The last one is the texture over here. This is the texture I took from the Quixel bridge. I don't want to open it because it's going to overload my computer and it's going to think too long, but in my folder I already have original texture of this model, so I can show it to you over there, textures, and this is the original Quixel texture. It's obviously too red, but anyway, we know how to do it. I can put it to the folder building. I'm not sure Fireplace is a building, but anyway. Delete. Apply. Oh, Looks like I forgot to save my scene because I still can get crash. Base color, Corona, Corona bitmap, and I'm not sure I need to use 100% of this texture, but anyway, let me try. Okay, so let's say 2. I think that might be too much. Maybe 1 point something. 1.7, yeah. And color might be way more yellow. Overlay, I think that's fine, but of course I have to mix it with yeah. So at the final quality and the final 5K resolution, we'll get here some like enough details, maybe even less, yeah, to keep original color. And honestly, we also can add here some composite and add color, but I'm not sure I need it, honestly. That is so far and so not important element in my overall picture. So yeah. Also, I think I have to do something with the floor. I want to make it lighter, yeah, because it's too heavy and desaturated a little. So let me come back to the because now it's too heavy. I want to make it softer. Yeah, maybe just a little 0.5, a little lighter, maybe even a little less saturative, just to keep overall idea. Okay, so let me stop this render. I already have denoiser, so I can start render, and I think we have to render our picture sometime, not too long, maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. But while we're rendering, I can tell you about the course we're gonna run quite soon. That is professional visualization. That is new professional visualization course. And I can talk a lot about it, but the most important thing is over here, is the final result. If your pictures looks not like this, if your speed of work, if your quality not as I showed you today, I can give it to you. I can give you that level, I can give you that quality in your everyday pictures. And there is no secrets. We're gonna work with the same method I just showed you, but I'll navigate you in the whole process. I'll guide you personally in a live sessions. I'll give you every single day video feedback about your work. I'll explain you how exactly your work, your scene looks like, what the mistakes, how to model, how to set up general feeling, how to act with many different lighting scenarios. And the most important, I'm going to tell that and explain that to everyone in the course. So you'll get feedback, you'll get information not only about only your work. You'll get information. I'll show you how to make works of all your classmates from start to the final point. And you gonna model your scene, scene setup. Of course, we do not model because modeling itself, like a modeling armchairs, is not a part of professional visualization. Modeling right now, it's additional profession. But of course, we have block about modeling, how to model hard surfaces, soft surfaces. It's clear we have it, but that is not what we focus on. Of course, we focus on the cinematic, realistic looking renders because that is exactly foundation. If you have nice looking still images, you can move to the next parts, for example, to the animation. Yeah, based on nice looking big still images, you can move to the animation. If you have bad or low quality pictures, unfortunately, yeah, your animation also going to be weak. Okay, so that is final quality. I promise you, you're gonna get at the end if you work with us on the course, not just listening, exactly work. If you are ready to work a little, to in fact do the same you do in your daily work, join RENDER.CAMP and I'll show you how to act in each particular situation you see in the course. We're gonna work with interiors and exterior. We're gonna work with 3 render engines, Corona, V-Ray, and FStorm. We're gonna work with 3 different types of lighting scenario. I mean 5, but for interior and architecture. Overcast in interior, sunny summer day in interior, artificial lighting in interior. Then we move to the architectural sunny summer day and architectural artificial light. We call it special lighting conditions because it might be not exactly artificial light. It might be sunset, I don't know, some blue hour, something unique. So we are here and all that we're gonna do using our method I just show you. This method promise you to make amazing pictures in every single shot. You can use the link in the description over here below this video and you'll get special price offer using this link during next few, I think, days. Yeah, okay, let's do it for one day, 24 hours. Yeah, let's be honest, 24 hours from this moment it would be fine. So that's me, and this is what's included into our plans. First plans, this is the most basic plan. Here we have all lessons, all recorded lessons, Q&A sessions, lesson library, but you have no our support. In a mastery plan, you have personal work with me, everything I just mentioned you, all our support team, feedback, daily video feedback, access to the chat, and of course, if we work with you, you able to finish diploma, so you able to get diploma for this course, and that's also important. And of course, we have personal track. Well, personal track, it's independent time dedicated to you, 5 lessons for 1.5 hour each, and we work with your particular goals. That could be your personal project. That could be your different situation you want to discuss. We can talk about business because I'm also architectural visualization company owner, and I'm ready to help you something, not everything of course, but something with that stage. So definitely choose any of these plans, apply during next time and during these 24 hours we discuss, and we gonna give you a special price offer for this course. Anyway, if you watch this video even later, don't be afraid, apply and say you've been here in this lesson till this moment, and my teammate gonna offer you some special price offer anyway. I don't want to promise you huge discount. I hate discounts, but we want to thank you. You pay a lot of attention. You dedicate your time to us, and honestly, I appreciate it. And that's why we're doing that. Okay, guys. So if you want to get the quality like this, like you see right now on your display, and you can find way more on the main page of the RENDER.CAMP account over here with feedback we've got from our students. Just please check. That is the most important thing. Okay, let me check what we got here. Honestly, I think that is still a little noisy picture, but I think I have to stop it. Yeah, I know that is just 8 minutes in a 5K render. Yeah, 5K render, 8 minutes. And we did it in 1 hour. Yeah, just 1 hour, 8 minutes. Of course, it could be a little more fine-tuned, but anyway, it looks really good. We have to get denoiser, I suppose. Yeah, okay, here we are. Anyway, picture is quite nice and accurate. This flat surface looks amazing. Here is quite good detail, so yeah, I like it. Let me save it. Let me open it here. File, new, create, Control V. Usually I'm gonna do like this, soft light, Control U, saturation. Even this is fine, yeah, but I can try. Okay, let me duplicate it and play with high pass, other, high pass. Usually it might be quite big. Okay, and of course intensity has to be lower. So this is just a free way to get a little more tone mapping, contrast in the picture. And honestly, I already like it. It looks really good. Am I need it? I'm not sure. Maybe just for fun. So actually more or less the same effect. Then I have to save it with a double S resolution. I can save it even with 5K render resolution, but it might take longer time to upscale. Okay, so now I'm gonna use Magnific. This is the best tool. There could be cheaper tools, but I use the best. And I offer you the best. I'm showing you what I use. Okay, so workshop 01, for example, it's not important. Okay, and I'm going to Magnific. Cool. Yeah, I was playing with the old Max 3 texture. Upload this one. Yeah, X2 creativity. Let's say 1 for sure, HDR -1, standard and engine Magnific Illusion. Let's get upscale and let's say 5 and 2 fractality to get some digitalization. Maybe 3 for some reason. Maybe it's going to be also nice. And yeah, we have to wait quite a few minutes, so I'll stop or pause the recording. Okay, first one is ready. Oh, second ready also. So I can save it. So that is creativity 1. So that is the lowest creativity. Why it's good? Because Magnific add some small details, which is difficult to get without it. Yeah, here is more yellow, which is better. Honestly, I like both, but I have to keep the same color balance. So let me. I think that is too much, maybe +1, yeah? No, +2. Okay, it's good. And I'm gonna use it as a main layer. I'll just clean it a little in the areas where I don't like it. Yeah, maybe carpet. Opacity 100. Oh. I have to add map over there. Yeah. Okay. I want to clean a little front side surface to see that texture. But over here it looks really fine. I'm not sure I want to. Yeah, original was better. We have to be careful with technical details always. So we don't have any damaged details. With the longer render, of course, we're gonna get better quality. I mean, less noise and better quality surfaces. 20, 30, 40 minutes would be like enough for most cases. Okay. So this is quite fine, and we can keep it like that. But with high creativity, sometimes we can get better folds and details on the flat surfaces. So let me check it over there. Save this one, magnific, and let me put it over here. Okay. This one is part of here. I want to check the color correction. Honestly, I like this one also. Levels, color balance. Let me apply it only to this layer. A little more green. Yeah, to get more or less the same. Okay, cool. And here is a tricky thing. I don't want to use this layer as a main. I just want to use it partly somewhere. For example, over here in the corners. It always can give me some detailization. I can play with the carpet also if you want. If that is not so dramatically important to you. It's no. It's a free way to get a lot of detailization. Okay, not free, just $40 per month, but anyway. Yeah. Cool. So, in fact, that's all. Yeah. Little less, a little more than an hour, and we'll get this picture. Without all conversations, with all the blah, 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 I could get it in 40 minutes, I think. Yeah. Let's say 0.2. Okay. So, here is our final picture together with render, guys, in a 5K. Like, let's be honest. Is all your pictures in your portfolio in your daily quality looks like this? Just let's be honest. Is all your picture looks like this? Okay, spend 3 hours. Okay, spend 4 hours. But get this quality in every picture. And you'll get like a way higher level of clients, way higher level of portfolio, way higher level of literally everything. But you have to follow method. And as I told you in the beginning, no matter what you prefer, you can prefer dark, brown, color, I don't know, yellow, green, loft, minimalism, any design. You have to define what is the beautiful picture for you. I mean, beautiful design, beautiful visualization, beautiful final result for you. And that should be real photography, not visualization. Exactly, that is important. And try to work with this. Come to RENDER.CAMP, we're gonna help you because we put in this method almost 20 years of experience because I started in 2006 visualization. I've got a lot of experience and everything I know, I put into just 5 weeks of education. This is the easiest way to buy 20 years of experience. So guys, thank you for your attention. That was awesome lesson. I suppose you like it. Please comment, tell me what you think about this method. Do you like it? Is it useful? Is it not? Maybe you can improve it somehow. Just write your feedback. Please hit the like. And of course, I'm waiting for you in the RENDER.CAMP Professional Visualization course. See you guys. Bye.